Yeah, and that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Dogs are better than people.
What about the villain in Milo and Company then?
I never saw that.
I don't think I've ever seen that one either.
Guy has out of Disney gruesome death scenes is pretty gruesome. Drives a car straight into a train head on.
Hell yeah!
Oh, wow.
Everything explodes.
So at last, we left our intrepid investigators.
This is not water.
I'm a bit under the weather tonight, guys, so this might be a shorter game session.
Gotcha.
Stalloid and Hazard were standing in a field near the remnants of a medicine wagon. The debris, the splinters and torn paper and broken glass.
Yeah. How much fire from all the tinctures he had?
None.
Oh, nice.
It was like an explosionless explosion.
Oh, that's right.
It was just like
great
everything
force.
just burst outward, leaving Pete Sutter
good old Pete
looking at you. Stands up, starts fiddling with his gun belt. What the hell is this? Grabs out the left-hand gun that's all gilded with gold. This isn't my piece! And he just chucks it as far as he can.
Oh! I run after that.
Oh,
this ain't my piece.
That's my piece. He opens it up, he checks. He says, hey, you, buddy, you got bullets? He's looking at you, Hazard, because Stalloid just ran off the direction that he threw the gun. He was kind of facing towards the road, so he flung it that direction.
So you were just dead here a minute ago, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, fella. He turns his gun around, so he's holding it by the barrel. I need some bullets. I need some bullets. He's looking you over. Are you armed, James?
There's a general store over there. If you're in dire need,
are you armed, James?
To the house. I am not.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, give me some money then. He kind of holds the gun threateningly, like he's gonna pop you with it.
Have I picked up the golden gun yet?
Give me a spot hidden, Yorie. Let's see if you find it quickly.
Hard.
Hard. It's gonna take a minute or two as you're looking around. Right. Do you have any light source?
It's in the dark. No, I'm waiting to catch the glint off the moon.
Okay. It is Friday, April 27th. Let's see what kind of moon we got.
Yeah, what kind of moon?
27th is a full moon, actually.
Full moon!
Tonight is the night of the full moon. That's kind of weird. I didn't expect that. How much money you got?
Pete comes back on a full moon.
He pokes you with the handle of the pistol.
Well, sir, I am the founder of Hazard Arms.
Give me your wallet then.
Pretty well off. Well, if I could do a persuasion roll. How about if we go into town, I buy you a drink and some ammo for your gun, and we can have a short little discussion.
All right, this is still going to take a hard success. He'd rather just have your wallet.
Because he is unruly.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not a bad idea.
18, starting out nice.
That's a hard, or is that a
yes? That's beyond hard. That's just hard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not extreme.
As I'm looking for the gun, I do shout back to Pete. Oh yeah, Pete!
You're shouting.
News.
Hold on. Take a look at the map. Do you want to wake up people that are living around here?
Shit. No.
Oh yeah. What is it?
There is a house.
Stalloid probably wouldn't care.
There is a house right on the corner there. You're almost due east across the road. There's a house on the south side, the southeast side.
I try to say shh as
if you
loud
start shouting, it's going to potentially...
wouldn't care. Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good news. Yeah. You've outlived him. Jack West is dead.
If that man's lying, I will shoot him in the face. But did you hear that? Is Jack West dead? He's looking at you again, Hazard. He's real close. He's kind of close because it's dark, so it's he's getting close so you can see your face. You're not Jack West.
Only have his word for it.
Well, he needs to get back here, and I need bullets. I feel naked. He takes the poncho off too, and he just throws it down on the ground. It's just a big heavy poncho. It's nothing special.
Oh, I believe they were trying to say that you were Jack West.
What?
Yeah, they had torn your face open a little bit.
My beautiful face.
No, you look fine now. But yeah, they put an extra gun on that I saw you throw off.
And this lousy gun belt, he's dropped that at the ground too. Stalloid, you're stumbling around in the dark, still looking for this gun. You made a hard success? Yeah, it's probably going to take you like 10 minutes of stumbling around before you're going to be able to find it. I'll say. Alright, where's that drink? I am a mite parched.
Well, this way. We'll go this way.
When is...
Stalloid,
wait
you
a
join
minute.
it?
Wait, was he telling the truth? I was dead? You're saying I was dead? Again?
You looked very dead. In a little glass box.
How long's it been?
Shown
like a week?
off. I don't know when you died, sir.
I don't remember. Fella!
Oh, that's Dr.
Hey,
Stalloid.
fella!
He'll meet us later.
Come over here.
You see a light is gone on, comes on in the house nearby.
We should probably vacate the premises.
Let's go. Yeah, he heads down the road. He doesn't know where he's going. He's just heading down the road. Kind of towards
this
town.
way.
There's some light down there. Stalloid, there's a light come on in the house not too far from you. Somebody comes out.
Can you bring a lantern?
God damn you, Adam! You get out of here! I got a frying pan. I'm gonna beat you. It's a woman's voice, and someone is coming your direction.
Uh-oh.
Ma'am, I'm not Adam.
Okay. She's
I've
pretty
dropped
upset.
a firearm and I'm looking for it.
Give me a persuade check, Yorie, to get her to listen to you.
And Yorie's character is killed by an old woman with a frying pan.
She's not that old. She's probably in her 40s.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh no!
What's a critical fail if you're over 50?
It's 0-0. You have to roll 0-0.
Dang. 99.
99. She doesn't pay any attention. She rushes you. She swings this frying pan. Do you want to dodge or fight back?
Oh man, if she rushes me, he'd probably just run away like a sissy.
Yeah, you could. I'll let you. If she's as she's coming at you, you could just turn and run off. Yeah. Okay. Don't you come back here, Adam. Next time I'll bring in the shotgun. And don't think I'm not going to tell people about this.
Gotta figure out who Adam is.
Yeah. So back to the.
I'm gonna run off to the inn.
Oh, I forgot to do this. So Fernando, Jimenez, were you going to play that night at the saloon?
Yeah.
And Sean, are you still up, or have you gone to bed?
No, he is searching through all the stuff that was in his room beforehand. That's still in there.
Oh, right. Okay. Go. Yeah, that's going to take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. You know what I mean? For you to look at everything. There's still several boxes back in the back that they didn't.
Yeah, he'll split it up. Like he's not going to try to stay up all night, but spend a few hours.
How late do you want to stay up? How about that?
Midnight.
Yeah, okay, that works. So sorry, Jimenez, are you playing at the saloon that night?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you're playing. The piano player's playing. Yorie, you could catch up with Hazard and Sutter. They are just walking down the street. They're not running like you are.
And I'm basically like it's just a conversation with Pete about like, why did you throw the gun? That was probably Jack's actual gun. Blah 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 blah.
Good. I hope it rusts. Piece of crap. Hey, you got bullets. What's your name again? He pokes you in the chest. Pete's a very touchy guy.
William Hazard. Pass it on.
Not you. This one.
Oh, me.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
We've met at least 20 times, Pete.
20 times? I think you're exaggerating.
I would always be with Jack West.
You want his
I
friends.
Yes.
Hate him.
That's how I know he's dead.
Where's his body?
Well, back in midnight. It's a statue now.
What? Wait. That's a time, not a place. You got any bullets?
I reach in my pocket, pull out some shotgun shells. I only have these.
These are shells. I said bullets.
Yeah, I know.
He whips out his piece. And he flips it around, spins it on his finger.
Sure.
Let's see what he's got. Yeah, I need 45s. I feel naked. Somebody could kill me at any second. Okay, so you guys get to the saloon. You find Fernando Jimenez is playing, as is the piano player that's there. It is a Friday night. There's work tomorrow, so there's not a whole lot of people in the saloon. A few people are drinking beer as you come in. Yeah, so what do you do?
Let's go to the bar and get you something. And I'll grab you
Would the
some
general store
bullets.
be open, or is it closed at this hour?
Is what open?
Oh, yeah. What time is it exactly?
It's like 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, the general store's not open.
All right, that's what I figured.
They stay open until probably around 6. You guys get a couple beers. He just chugs the first one and puts the mug right back down on the table, and he points at you like
I'll
this
just get
to
a
the bartender.
bottle of whiskey.
Oh, that's fine too. And beers and more beers. He grabs his next beer, and he looks around and he picks a table and sits down at it.
So, Pete.
And Stalloid, you're there too? Yeah, so Jimenez, you see a man, he's wearing black. He's got a bit of beard and mustache. You recognize him as the guy who was in the casket earlier.
Okay.
So, yeah, because you were right in the tent there. You got a good look at him. And you moved the box even, so yeah, that's definitely the same guy.
Okay.
Except he doesn't have the scar on his face anymore. It's just gone. And he's sitting down with Hazard and with, let's see, have you met Professor Stalloid? Have you met him? The others?
He was in the tent whenever I had my outburst about being the real Professor
yeah.
Stalloid.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So if this guy's telling the truth, that's his actual name. So you notice this. Go ahead, Hazard. Start a conversation, and then Jimenez. I keep wanting to call you Hernandez, and it's not right.
I know.
Jimenez can jump in whenever he feels like it.
You,
If he
you can
wants to.
call me Fernando.
Yeah, Fernando.
That's his first name.
So, Pete. I'm
So
assuming
start calling you Fernandez.
you don't have a current job, seeing you just came back from the dead.
No, but as bringing me back from the dead, I suspect that you owe me some money.
You didn't really have a job beforehand either.
You can't just bring someone back from the dead, and then
I
just
can.
throw them out. What's like a woman having a
Oh,
baby
no.
and chucking it in the garbage?
Also,
Oh.
we did not bring you back from the bed, Pete. That was the plan, but we never got to it. Another man did
Well,
it. You
you're
said
close
he owed you
enough.
a favor?
You're close enough. It's close enough. So give me some money and some bullets.
I go up, I pull out a $5 bill, and I put it on the table.
He takes it.
I was reaching into my coat. And I'm like, so, so Pete, would you like a job? I need
I ain't
gun.
shoveling no shit.
Oh no.
What if we gave you $10? Would you shovel shit then?
No. Man of my talents? No.
$100.
I am a gunslinger. I will not stoop to that kind of manual labor.
What about... And he just gets lost in thought.
Well, ignoring him. Oh, Pete, what are your thoughts on
Robbery? Bank
Shoot.
robbery?
No,
Train
no,
robbery?
I forgot.
Murder?
Oh, he
right.
loves bank robbery.
What were your thoughts on the Civil War?
What are my thoughts on the Civil War?
Did you have a side you liked better?
I don't like either side.
Why are you bringing this up?
Well,
That's a good question. He looks at you, Stalloid. Mr. Fancy Pants.
because
Did you introduce yourself again, Stalloid? I don't think you had time yet, did you? Okay, yeah, that's what he's calling you Fancy Pants for now. He doesn't know what your name is.
So, I have been tasked, along with a few others, to
Tasked.
scout out and possibly prevent some Confederates that do not believe the war is over
Mm-hmm.
and stop them from whatever they're getting into.
It'd be like you were working for the.
No, don't even say them.
I'm trying to remember. Out of character.
Secret Service.
Which one? Secret
It was
Service.
Secret
It'd be like
Service.
if you're working
Yeah,
for the
remember you had a
Secret
badge and
Service
everything.
Again. Pete?
Those people are terrible. Won't let you shoot anybody. Won't let you blow anything up. Won't let you rob any banks. Is there a banker in this town? What town is this anyway?
Oh, you're on Saltmarsh.
Saltmarsh? That doesn't sound like a real name at all.
You're in the Washington Territory.
Oh, I'm not wanted here. All right. That's good. That's a good start. Wait, I died. Was it in the papers? Did people cry? Did they get my name right?
Mr. Stalloid, Doctor.
I remember his name being in the papers, yes, but
Yeah,
it was smaller than John Valentine's.
Oh. Wait, is John Valentine still alive?
No, he died the same day.
Oh. All right.
Was it smaller than Jack West?
He doesn't ask that. He probably doesn't want to know.
Jack West was mysteriously not mentioned in the papers.
He probably wasn't mentioned at all.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. So what are you supposed to be doing?
Well, we are scouting out, but I believe it will turn to hostilities on this Confederate camp.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll need arms and bullets. I got
I
my
can
piece.
get those for you.
Yeah, a repeating rifle maybe. A good one. Yeah. And lots of bullets. Maybe some explosives. Does he have demolitions?
What kind of rifle do I have again?
I don't know.
I'm
Do you have a
positive
More than
mine is
likely
not
get
a-
all that
Do you have a
for you.
carbine?
Ah, yeah. Mine is not a repeating rifle.
Yeah, he'd like.
Mine's a
He
Sharps.
wants a repeating rifle. Wait. How
Mine's
much is this paying?
I will give you $100.
What kind of time frame are we talking here?
Should just be a few days.
How much money do you carry on your person, by the way? I'm just curious.
Enough.
Why don't you go ahead and pay me so I'll have some spending cash and I could get a room at this. He kind of looks around.
Didn't
Establishment.
I already give you $5? That was the upfront payment.
No.
That's my persuasion roll.
That was just, that's going to be a tough one. When it comes to
I know,
wanting more money.
I know, but I got to
Go ahead,
try
make a
it.
roll. Yeah, you can make a roll. Go ahead.
Good.
It is a hard, but not an extreme.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's going to want more than that.
How about
50%
another
up front.
$5? Oh, man.
I'll do you one better, Pete. I will give you
100% up front.
$50 right now,
That is
And
50% up front.
and after the job, I still give you $100.
All right. Sure. I'll do that. Give me $50.
And then I'll just reach in and
He leans forward to see how much money's in your wallet, and you hand him 50.
I'm
and he
trying to
pockets
keep
it.
him away from it.
Let me write down that he's got cash on hand. Pete had $2 originally. He didn't have any actually, so $55. So he's got a little
I
money.
was going to say, wait a minute.
And you also will provide the bullets and the rifle.
Sure thing.
All right. Well, Mister,
You're
what
as
the hell's
good
your
a
name?
shot as they say.
What the hell's your name?
William Hazard.
Ha-
And I reach
Hazard?
out my hand.
that sounds like as much of a made-up name as Jack West.
Again, I haven't met the man, but yes, it does sound a little odd.
And who are you? He points at you, Stalloid.
Dr. Brandon Stalloid.
Doctor? I don't remember you
Why,
being
yes.
called doctor.
I don't think you ever said my name before.
Oh, I suppose that's why. Well, I'm gonna get a room, gents. He's drinking some more of the whiskey that you bought.
Oh, take the bottle if you'd like.
Oh, I would like. And he takes the bottle and the glass and goes back to the bar to get himself a room. So he's obviously going to stay here for now. Poof, he's going the next morning with your money. No, yeah. Sean, curb yourself. Yeah.
Sean, you live your life.
Yeah, I'm the GM.
I need my margarita.
Oh, nice.
What? Anything else from you guys that night at the saloon?
Probably it for that.
Okay. Let me take a look here.
Let's speed this along. Get Sean back in.
Yeah, we're going to. We'll get to tomorrow very quickly. That'll be Saturday.
So heal a point of damage.
If you have wounds and you don't have major wounds, you can give yourself an extra point back. 428, 1877. Sean Hutton, finally exhausted around midnight. His lantern starting to the flickering of the lantern hurting his eyes. You haven't found anything in these except more copies of the same papers that are downstairs.
Okay.
So far. And that you probably search for another like 4 or 5 hours, and you're just exhausted. You're like, your joints are sore because you were sitting on the floor or you were kneeling down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when you're going through boxes, you're always in a weird position. You stumble into bed and fall asleep fairly quickly. You have a dream, of course.
Yeah.
You've got your dream of your old man. He's shoving that paper in your face, trying to give it to you, trying to make you read it, something. You notice the cat is in the room again, in the back, towards the back where you were looking through that stuff. Something different. He's sitting on something.
He's sitting on something. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a small. Yeah, it looks like a small iron box. That's interesting. And as you're looking at it, the old man looks at you, and he turns to see what you're looking at. The cat's gone. When he moves, you looked at him. When you look back down, the cat's gone. But the old man walks over to the box, and he fiddles with it, and he opens it up. There's a glow coming from it. The old man looks at you like he's got his back to you. He looks over his shoulder at you, and he reaches into the box and he pulls out what looks like a vial of liquid, but it's glowing and it's got colors that are going throughout. And he walks over to you with it, and he holds it up, like, in your face, like. And then he does like this, like he pantomimes drinking it. And he points at it, and he points at you. You notice the cat's sitting over there again, when he's got his back to it. Let me see if I got all the information. Yeah. The cat looks like he's looking at you with one eyebrow raised. That's weird.
Huh.
And then you wake up.
Excellent.
Oh, it's morning.
Do you smell what the cat is cooking?
A mystery.
That's right, Reggie. Yeah, you wake up at Saturday morning. Sun shining in. Let's check the weather real quick. Let's do the dual weather. It is cloudy, and it looks like it's going to rain again today.
Okay.
Nice.
Check that off. Stalloid and Pete Sutter. Check that off.
Yeah.
Stalloid, you're still
I get
staying
up.
at the hotel, right?
Yeah, I get
Jimenez.
up bright and early.
Is at the hotel. Okay. Make a spot hidden, Stalloid.
Hard.
Hard success. You're having your breakfast and your little bit of whiskey to get your day started.
Yeah.
You notice a cat is in the window, just cleaning itself. It's a gray and white cat. It's just something you notice. Hazard, are you having breakfast at the... Oh, go ahead, Stalloid. Did you want to...
Yeah. Like outside the window?
Yeah, he's outside the window. He's like on
Try to
the
go
outer
outside the
sill.
window and to the cat.
Yeah, he's just sitting there looking at you like he's bored of you.
Try to pet him.
You know, he's a cat.
Well, actually, I do the first thing where you offer your hand and you let it sniff you.
Yeah, he
And then you
sniffs
try
you.
to pet it.
Yeah, he lets you pet him. It's a
Try to
cat.
pick him up.
No, he doesn't like that.
He didn't
you
like
want to
that.
fight back
Hey.
or do you want to dodge?
Dodge.
Okay,
Dodge
dodge
equals
check.
drops cat.
let's find this cat.
Dodge does equal drop cat.
28 points of damage.
Holy shit!
No.
Eddie's trying to kill me with the benign things, guys.
Meow.
Well, I got a 16 out of my
Had
dodge
cat. Did I
of
print out the cat?
The cat crits 4 damage.
45. So that's a hard.
Hard success. Let me see if I actually printed out a cat here. I thought I did.
Yorie, did you just do some sort of awkward dabbing?
Yeah. It was kind of like this.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess it's more like a punch. Where I put my other arm in my armpit for some reason.
Nice.
Mhm.
I'm expecting a attack at my chest, so I go for my chest and I punch.
Good.
Maybe I didn't print out cat. Thought I did, but been printing out a lot of stuff this week, so we'll give him like a 20% chance. No, it's like ineffectual scratching at you, and he's not pleased. He does not want to be picked up, obviously.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he like drops to the ground, and he walks a little ways away, and then he looks at you, like, "Why'd you stop petting me?" You know, it's a cat. You know how they are. So, and then he kind of heads on his way. He kind of meanders up the porch. The two old men, he goes like between the rocking chairs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, being a nuisance.
yeah. No, he doesn't go towards the end, so his tail is safe. Hazard, what about you? Are you having breakfast at the at your lodge,
the
your
boarding house?
Yeah, you have breakfast at the boarding house, and then what do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
Head over to the saloon and see if I can't catch Mr. Pete.
Okay. What about Hutton? What's your morning?
He's gonna go to the saloon for breakfast.
Okay. So Loren can make me a spot hidden as well. So Hazard's heading over there. Fernando's. Are you gonna have breakfast at the saloon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, 99 out of 60.
Okay. Yes, you
I don't
spot
see shit.
a comely ankle on a lady walking down the
Ooh.
street. Ooh, indeed. Yes. Oh, how risque.
Put it away, ma'am.
So actually, all four of you are going to end up in the saloon that morning. Pete
from
is
the porch, I
also
would
there.
go buy Pete his box of ammo.
Oh yeah. You could buy a box of
And then
of
go
ammo.
back into the saloon and sit back down with it on the table.
Okay, yeah. He comes down a little while later. His eyes are bloodshot. He
Drank
orders.
the whole bottle.
He orders. Yeah, he did. He orders. He wants a whiskey and the beer, and whatever, and some bread for breakfast. And he downs the whiskey and grabs just some bread and brings it over to you, Stalloid. And he just, you know, how somebody walks up, they just kind of drop their plate on the table, like crash.
Mhm.
And he puts his beer down, and he sits down on the table, and he just reaches over and just grabs the box of bullets. Unless you want to try to stop him.
Nah.
Yeah, he just
There it
grabs
is.
them and he checks them, and he starts pulling bullets out in the
Thank
middle
you.
of the saloon. He starts loading his pistol,
Water.
and he starts putting them in his belt as well. Like he can fit like 30 of them in the little hooks on his belt. Hazard comes in, or Hutton comes in, orders breakfast. Hutton, you see Stalloid. Have you met Stalloid?
Yes.
Okay. You see him sitting with a pretty rough-looking character who is armed with a pistol on his belt.
Who is loading the pistol, possibly?
There's Pete.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, he's loading it. No, he's probably done loading it by the time. He's probably loading up his belt with more bullets.
Stop. Lay down.
So, what do you want to join them or not?
Yeah, I'll sit with him.
Okay. Hutton sits with him. You see Pete kind of bristles.
Because you haven't
Looks at
gotten
Hutton. Looks at you, Stalloid. You know this fella?
I just,
Or is
I
he just here
nodded.
looking for trouble? Are you looking for trouble, fella? I'll give you some trouble. Are you looking for it? You can take them glasses off.
Pete, calm down.
Hey, he's looking for trouble. I know these types.
This is a
Let me
civilized
guess.
town.
Let me guess. You're either a school teacher or you're some kind of journalist, aren't you?
I do right.
Are you a journalist? They're the worst kind.
Pete, you were just saying that you wish the journalist had done you a good obituary in the paper.
And did they? No.
Yeah, but maybe
There's
if
no
you
way
were
Pete
nicer
could
to
know
the
this.
journalists.
When is this anyway? What is the date?
It's April 28th.
April?
78?
77.
77.
April? Wasn't it like August?
Yeah.
Just yesterday?
You've been dead for like half a year. Yeah.
Well, don't that just beat all? And then he starts eating his bread and drinking some beer. That's off the record.
He was dead?
Oh, yes.
So that means I am no longer
the show
wanted.
last night. No, I don't think I saw you at the show last night.
No, you didn't see Hutton there.
This other Brandon Stalloid had him for show in a box saying he was Jack West.
Oh, I hate Jack West. If I ever get a hold of his body, I'm going to do terrible things to it.
It's going to be quite hard.
I'll find a way. I'll figure it out.
Wait. You're talking about those dime novels?
What?
I'm talking about reality.
Wait. Dime novels?
My good sir.
What dime novels? They writing dime novels about me?
No, Jack West.
What? Why? He looks very upset at this. And then Hazard walks in. Pete's all red in the face.
Did I interrupt something?
No, I'm just having breakfast.
Had to sit down.
Okay. And Jimenez comes in as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
So however you want to deal with that.
Come out from the back.
Yeah, you came in from the kitchen, basically.
Yeah. I'll just sit down and I'll have my breakfast like at another table. I don't know these people, so.
Yeah, okay.
Bing.
He probably doesn't have his guitar with him.
I play at night.
Yeah, he doesn't have his guitar with him. It's tough to learn.
He plays himself into the place.
Oh, how obnoxious would that be?
That would be the best.
Okay.
He's not a bard. Come on, no.
Hazard, were you saying something?
Don't forget.
Oh, yes. So, Pete, after breakfast, would you like to go buy yourself a long arm?
I don't know. You're the one who picked
Oh.
this paper.
Yes, let's go.
All right.
He's eating bread, apparently. Just
All
bread.
right. I'll figure it out.
You want a more hearty breakfast? Or
No, this is fine. This is fine for now.
all
I
right.
like bread. I like bread a lot. It's filling. Especially, it's
With the
very
beer.
filling. Yeah. Especially with the beer. Yeah. So he's eating bread and beer. You guys finished breakfast. Yeah, you can take him across the street to the general store if you want. He wants a Winchester. Or some kind of repeating rifle.
We get him one.
Okay. So Winchester runs for about... They do not have the 76s out here yet. So a 73 Winchester runs $20. Ooh. Expensive. 73 Winchester. I'll get the stats.
And
for him
you
later.
want me to count all expenditures just so we don't have infinite money here?
Yeah, at this juncture until you get your cash, probably soon.
Got you.
And then we'll hold off for a while again.
I've been counting it the whole time.
Okay, good. What about Stalloid and Hutton? What did you guys do after breakfast?
I'm gonna go try to find that gun.
Oh yeah, okay. What about Hutton? Is he going to work?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to work, but I'm specifically going to ask. It's Cunningham, right?
Yes, yeah, Luther Cunningham.
About
He's the
a iron box.
iron box. What about it?
Well, I'm just looking for it.
Hmm.
I found mention of it in some of the old Lucian Wilkes stuff.
Oh, iron box and Lucian Wilkes stuff. Abraham, anything about an iron box? You remember?
It's about like
Well,
this.
there's that one that they took from the haunted house. That's what my source told me. Oh, that's right. They found
That guy's got good sources.
they found an iron box at the haunted house. Abraham's got a good. He remembers everything. He's a much better thinker than I am. Yeah, sure. Marshall has it.
Did I see an iron box when we were there? Marshall's got it.
Yeah, Marshall confiscated it. It was one of the things we were able to get information on a lot of the stuff they found there. And an iron box was mentioned, a small iron box. I believe Alf Grable, I think they had to get Alf to pick it, to get it opened again.
Okay.
No, I don't know what it was in it though. That and Grant just shakes his head. So we don't know what's in it.
All right. Well, I might see what was in it. See if they can tell me.
All right. So you writing a story about Wilkes?
Maybe. I just been going through some of the stuff that was up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's just old papers up there. I don't think that you're gonna find much.
Yeah. So far, not much.
Oh. All right. Well, however you want to do it. Hazard. While you're in the general store, you're paying for his rifle. Pete's getting some ammo, loading it up right there in the general store like he owns the place. Jim Bat walks in. And he goes over to the counter and he asks the boy about tickets for the stage. He's unarmed, or as far as you can tell.
Yeah.
His clothing is a little ragged. He probably has not the funds to actually purchase new clothes. He's actually wearing some other clothes than what you saw him in before.
Good.
Jim. Hello, Mr. Hazard.
I was wondering.
Somebody nudges you hard, Hazard. Like from behind you, like like really hard. Like, is he bothering you? Are you bothering him?
Pete, it's fine. Jim was working for me as an investigator, and I believe we found where we might find the rest of my guns. If you are interested, except, real word, with assisting us in retrieving those.
Oh. Well, I suppose I could. I mean, you hired our agency to work with you, but I'm a little. He kind of does like this, showing. Yeah, he's strapped. He says, "I have no money right now, and I'm only
here's $20.
Oh, all right.
You want to get yourself?
Yeah, he'll take it.
Ready to go? I plan on us. What's today?
Today is Saturday, the 28th of April.
Okay. I would like us to head on out to go explore the area tomorrow after church. Maybe after lunch.
Where is this area at, Mr. Hazard?
Southeast of here.
10 miles south of here, yes.
Okay, 10 miles south. We'll be using...
10 miles? That's going to take a few hours, isn't it?
Yes. But, what is it? We're allowed to use a boat, right?
Yeah, the cutter, the town cutter.
Okay.
You have to put a deposit on it, though.
Yep.
That money has not been put on it yet. Just FYI.
Would one of the cannons be able to be put onto the cutter?
What cannons?
The cannons on the steamship.
No, because you can't have those cannons. That steamship has been seized by the town, and they're waiting for somebody from the federal government to come and get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
I guess you could ask somebody, one of
Yeah,
the town
yeah,
councilmen, potentially.
What
They're
a Jeffrey.
pretty big, and you've been on the cutter. It's not very big.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, would it
Here we
be
go.
feasible to do?
No.
Okay.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
it would take up the entire boat, and it would probably sink it
Okay.
the first time you fire it.
So, excellent.
I mean, they're big, they're good-sized guns, and this cutter is,
Yeah.
it's just a small
I think-
fishing boat that's been fitted
I think
out.
I keep thinking the cutter's bigger than it is. Could it
No.
fit on Maggie's boat?
Maggie's not here. Maggie went to Seattle, remember?
Oh,
She hasn't
shit.
got back yet.
That's right.
It could fit on Maggie's boat, but again, you might destroy the boat first time you fire it. I mean, they're pretty
Gotcha.
good-sized guns.
So never mind.
Yeah. Do you
But
give
yeah,
him?
so-
Do you want to give him details?
Yeah,
on
I'll
when
give
they're-
him the-
Okay.
The details on what.
So
we
you want to wait
plan
till
on doing?
afternoon to go? It's probably gonna take 4 or 5 hours to get there, don't you think?
It'll be better if we get more towards dark because we don't know how many people are there.
What exactly are we supposed to be doing?
We're mainly scouting the area, but if we think we might be able to handle what's there,
Who are we scouting
We
the area
might-
for?
we're scouting for the town.
Okay. Well, what do they want us? What do they want us to find out?
We're seeing how the operation, the smuggling operation coming out of the Confederates.
Right, but do they want numbers of people that are there? If there's people there, do they want?
Oh yeah, numbers, logistics, what's going on.
All right. If that's how you feel, I think going at night might be a bad idea, but it's your this is your decision, Mr. Hazard.
I'll put it with the other people. We'll take it. Get their opinions too.
That's fine. I am staying. If you need to contact me at, let's find out where he's staying. I'm staying.
Your door's down from yours at the boarding house.
No. He's not at Jenkins boarding house. I didn't get this broken down quite well enough, I guess. Danford boarding house. Mrs. Danford said she would put me up for free until I can get the funds to actually pay her. So that's let's see, where is Danford boarding house? He says, is it not on this map? I'm going to be very upset if I did not print out the most current map. But it looks like I didn't. Son of a bitch.
Was that the lady who doesn't allow drinking and all that other stuff?
Yes, that is correct.
I thought that was like.
Damn it. No, I didn't print
I'm
it
not,
out.
I'm not looking at the map, but I know you have it listed on there.
Yeah. Let me find Saltmarsh maps real quick. I'd like having a physical map.
I want to say,
Maps.
was hers 20?
Open original. Let's take a look. 46. This is not the most. This isn't the most updated one either. I have not put up an updated one yet. Damn it. Give me 1 second. Let me find. Let me get a map, at least for myself. Nope.
For sure.
Town maps. Saltmarsh. Saltmarsh, Washington. Map. Let's see if this is. Come on. God damn it. That one's not the right one either.
While he's looking that up, do y'all remember
There it
how many
is.
people were able to fit on the cutter?
Off the top of my head, no.
It was good sized. You could cram them if you want.
Gotcha.
Oh, god damn it.
Was it like
There you go.
7 or something like that? 7 or 47, somewhere around down in there?
7 or 47?
It's a big gap.
That is a huge gap.
But they're right across the street from one another.
Oh, I thought you meant how many people on the cutter.
No.
47 people on the cutter.
I was like, holy shit, that's a huge.
No, it's like number 51, 52. They're right next. They're right next to 46.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't
because
gotten you guys that newest map yet because I want to make a not a JPEG. I've got a JPEG. I want to make a PNG of that for you. Her place is it's number 51, but you're not going to have that. It is down the road from it's towards 43. See 43 on the left side. It's the building across the road from 43, essentially, and a little bit south.
Okay,
It's his description of it.
And then where's the boarding house I'm staying at then? Is
You're
that
at 44.
Oh, okay, so they're
No,
right
you're
next
not.
to each other.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're at 48. 48 is Jenkins boarding house. It's a
Okay,
little further down
gotcha.
the road. It was right across the street from Jack's house, or not right across the street, but very close.
Gotcha.
So sorry about the delay.
You're fine.
So yeah, he basically describes where that is, and I don't believe you checked out a bunch of different places. You found Jenkins pretty quick, and you went straight there. So you've never heard of this Danforth lady, but it sounds like Jim Bat's going to use part of this 20 to pay her for that room for the time that he's already spent there. Stalloid left. You're at the Hutton. Okay. So Jimenez, you are there finishing your breakfast when Professor Stalloid comes down the stairs with his top hat and his grand, wonderful clothing that he was wearing the day before. And he comes up and he takes some dimes out of his pocket to pay for a beer and whatever everyone's having for breakfast. So he's having the he just has
confused me so
whatever.
much.
Huh? He
This
was
confused me so much. I was like,
not
oh,
you, the other
I don't wanna do
Stalloid. No, the other Stalloid. Sorry, I thought you picked
You've
that
lost
up
your
immediately,
agency.
Yorie, because you're over at the general store or someplace
no,
else.
I was so fucking confused. You're
I'm
good.
sorry. No. It was definitely not you. It's
You're good. You're good.
Dr. Stalloid, at least for now. He's Professor Stalloid. Is how we're going to
Okay.
differentiate you. In the role-playing journals, I think I called you Professor Stalloid because I always do, and he was just Stalloid. So that's the difference. There'll be some kind. And he sits down with you, Jimenez. He says, "Good morning. Are we ready for another wonderful day?"
Oh, I went out to go get the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to get the gun. You're not there right now. All right, so he quickly eats, and he's like, "Let's go. We've got a full day of making a great deal of money today." And off you go.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll grab my guitar and
Yeah,
then
he'll wait for you.
head out. Yeah.
Or you can go get the guitar while he's eating, and then the two of you head out.
Yeah.
You go up Main Street and down the road, and then up. Oh yeah, that's right. That's where Professor Stalloid is. So you're gonna actually get to see this. So Yorie's loving this shit. As you get closer, he's like he's looking around, like somebody looking around for their car when they can't figure out where they parked. For a moment, he's like, wait a minute. And he starts walking faster, Jimenez. And that's when you notice you don't see the tent. You don't see the medicine wagon.
The wagon.
No.
Yeah.
His horses are way across the field, grazing over there. You don't believe that's where they were left. You remember they were tied up. They had like a rope, and there was a stake in the ground. And Stalloid runs up to where the medicine wagon is, and he starts looking around, and you notice debris. There's just bits and pieces of stuff all over the place in a large area. Oh, Stalloid, make me a spot hidden. We're going to see how long it takes you to find the gun this morning.
22 is a hard success.
Yeah, you find it fairly quickly. You were looking in the wrong place last night. You were off by a few yards.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where Pete Sutter threw it.
Yeah. I mean, he just did like this, and it was dark, and
Probably boomeranged a little bit.
Your bearing just got a little bit off, but you find it. About the same time, you find it. You're like, oh, here it is, and you pick it up, and then you hear like this wail from behind you, and you turn around and you see this other Stalloid is like drops to his knees. He's like, no, like that. He looks very upset.
Before I deal with him, I take a quick look at the gun. Does it look like Jack's piece?
Kinda. It's not as nice.
It's not
Jack's
nice?
piece looks
Okay.
like it was like worth money, like fairly expensive gun, engraved, enameled with gold. Right? Wasn't that what it looked like, Jack?
Yeah, they were fancy as
That
hell.
was real nice.
Right.
Um,
I'll
this
walk
one is
on over to
more.
him, though.
It's a little more expensive than a typical 45, but it's obviously not like this. Isn't going to cost you $100 like Jack West's probably cost.
I walk on over to him,
You
trying
hear
to
him
stay
say,
at his
"I'm
backside.
ruined. I'm ruined." He's crying.
Tell me when I'm close enough to put a hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, you can walk right up to him. He doesn't even notice you. He's just wallowing in his own grief.
I put a hand on his shoulder, and when he turns to me, I hand him the gun and I say, "Hey, at least you got that."
You! Did you do this?
How could I do this?
He looks, he's trying to figure out what happened, obviously. I mean, it looks like there was an explosion, but there's no crater. There's no sign of any, of anything. And he goes, I don't know!
I don't know how the man who did it did.
What? Who did it?
Well, he wasn't really a man. He was in a man's body.
What?
He did it for Pete, apparently. Brought him back to life.
What?
Pete!
What?
Pete Sutter?
Why do I
The
even...
man you had in the glass
Why
box.
do I talk to you? He's very despondent. He's just kind of holding the gun. Did you hand him the gun, like the handle first?
Yeah.
So he's just holding it in his hand. He's just like, like that.
I'm sure he's somewhere around town if you wanted to talk to him.
He doesn't even appear to be believing anything that you're saying anymore. He's just completely just broken. You've broken this man. He's in a bad place mentally. I don't know how long are you gonna stay there, Stalloid? Because he'll be crying for a little.
I would look back at Jimenez.
Yes.
What's he doing about all this?
I don't know. What is Jimenez doing during this whole?
You're playing a sad little song.
That's what I was gonna say. Is if he's there and he has the guitar, I would go smiley face, going yes, come on, cheer him up.
Jimenez, what
with
do you want to
gestures.
do?
He's probably just gonna be like, so no show tonight, I assume.
No, there's no show. Everything is gone. The Jack West novels, my potions, the body, it's all gone. It's all gone. All of it's gone.
The horses are over there.
Oh, this is terrible.
Well,
This is so terrible.
I am very sorry for your loss, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay. He just collapses to the ground, overwhelmed by the loss. I mean, this is basically his house burned down.
Right.
At least where he's living right now.
livelihood is gone.
At least a good, huge chunk of it is. So he just lies there for a while.
Did you at least have your money on you?
Are you gonna rob me too?
No, I'm a gentleman. I would never do that. I'm just wondering how heartbroken you are.
You could do a psychology, Yorie, if you want to see if he's being sincere or if this is all just dramatics. Give me
I'm sure he's
$1,000. No. How'd you do?
Oh, 32 out of 75.
Hard success? No. Yeah, hard success. 32 out of
Yeah.
75. Yeah, he seems sincere.
Yeah.
He's very upset about this.
I figured.
Oh, okay.
I'm just truly wondering, is he going to be all right, be able to get out of town?
You don't know.
Or
He's
is
got
he going to
horses.
be a homeless man in,
Right now
a few
he's
weeks?
not. He's just not even thinking about the future because he doesn't want to, probably. He just lays back down. He was on his back as the rain starts to fall.
Start patting him
And
on the
he's
back.
just
and I say,
like,
how about we go
course.
back into the inn and I'll
Just
buy
go
you a
away.
bottle of brandy.
Just wait. He's gesturing. Just go away. Go away. He's
Okay.
just holding the gun. You know what I mean? He's not.
I'll walk
pointing it, he's
away.
just- Okay.
Yeah. I'll leave him.
Okay. So he's obviously quite upset. Did you go back to the saloon then? Is that what your plan is? We got that dealt with.
Yeah, saloon.
Okay, where did you go, Hazard?
I was gonna head back to the saloon and look for the Mexican fella.
Oh, okay. He probably
Because
shows up.
I know he was new to town, and I did see a gun on him, trying to round up a posse.
Oh boy. Okay, Hutton, what were you doing today? What was your plan?
I was gonna go and talk with the individual that they had open up the iron box.
Oh, Alf Grable. You ask around a little bit. He is a locksmith. He lives on the north side of town. Let me double check. Nope, that's the school. Oh, where's my most recent map? 50, and that is on this map, I think. Yep. If you look on your map, it's number 50. It's up where the main street splits to left and right. Left heads out of town. Right heads kind of towards fields and stuff. That's his little shop.
Okay.
And yeah, he's in there. He is actually he looks like he's making a key or something, like somebody's duplicate key or something. I mean, it's basically a skeleton key. So he's just trying to get the nibs right on the end.
Okay. What was his name again?
Alf Grable.
Grable.
Yeah. And he looks like.
He look like a man.
Yeah.
Looking like a man.
Can close this. I'm gonna put you guys up a more recent Saltmarsh picture at some point. Okay, so that's gonna go into NPCs because that's where all these guys should have been going.
Yeah.
I forgot it was there. He's got messy hair. He's an older gentleman, kind of small, bright eyes, bright blue eyes. There's no bell or anything. He doesn't seem to notice you come in. Older fella, probably in his upper 40s.
Sir, may I ask you a question?
Oh, I didn't hear it. Come in. Sure. What you need? Locks, keys. Locks mounted. You need someplace opened up. You got a lock with problems. You need fixed.
Well, I'm writing about the haunted house.
Oh, I ain't been there.
And I was told the marshal had you open a box.
Oh yeah, that box. That about poisoned me dead. I could have been killed. It would have been a terrible thing. I was working on the lock, you see, and I was working on it. This needle comes out, punctures my finger. I was certain I was going to die. But the doc said it was just ink. So I didn't die. In case you were wondering. You can quote me on that.
I will.
Ooh.
In a bit. Can you tell me what was in the box?
Oh, yeah, sure. The marshal and that Jack Justice fella were in here. We looked at it. And, he tried to use that stuff as pen ink. What kind of sense does that make? It was, there were these vials in there with this liquid. Marshall said it smelled like, clover. And it was a weird color. Said he was going to lock him up in the bank, I think, with some of the other evidence from the house.
Oh, okay. I appreciate your information.
Oh, you're welcome. Who are you?
Loren Hutton.
Okay.
I work for the paper.
Oh, I didn't know. I hear about that. Cunningham's got 2 men working for him now. That paper must be making him a mint.
I've been writing about the skeleton house.
Oh yeah, that story. I read that story. This is pretty good.
Thank you.
Okay, and you're off. Back at the saloon. Hazard, Jimenez, were you going to go back to the saloon?
Yeah.
Hazard, you see Jimenez, who you're looking for, back at the saloon.
Yes. I head over to the Jimenez.
Okay, yeah. The Jimenez. Okay.
The Jimenez.
Well, he's not white, so he is not a person. Go ahead.
Why, hello there,
Fernando.
Sir?
Fernando Jimenez.
Fernando. Couldn't help but notice you just come into town. You say you were looking for work, right?
Oh, yes.
You any good with that gun of yours?
Are you still wearing your gun? Yeah, you are still wearing your gun, aren't you?
I mean, he probably would have had it left in his room. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
no one's like, I probably noticed no one's carrying around town, right?
Right.
So
The only person you've seen with a gun is that dude who was with Hazard this morning eating breakfast.
yeah, I don't know about him yet. So I am very good with my gun.
Oh, that's very good to hear.
Both of them, actually.
I was trying to get a group together to go
On an adventure?
Somewhatly of an adventure, and it could be
Oh.
dangerous, so I'm looking for men who know how to use their weapons.
Oh, that is. I'm trying to
And
think
it
what you-
pays well.
Oh, I'd be very interested if it pays.
Oh, yeah. Depending on the levels of danger, you could make up to $100. Your eyes get wide?
He's probably giving you a little steely look about it. You're like, how much danger? I mean, if it's really dangerous, I might need more.
Well, the danger's unknown. We're mainly just supposed to be taking a look around. But if things get hairy, bullets might fly.
Okay. Yeah. When are you going on this adventure?
At the moment, we are going tomorrow right after church. We might need to postpone till Monday because the Lord's Day, but very soon.
Okay. Yeah. I will be around here if whenever you want to go, let me know.
Stalloid, you
Perfect.
come in
And-
about this time as well.
And you're staying here, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Fernando.
Fernando.
Ferdinand.
Fernando.
Mr. Hutton.
Yes.
There's an Indian, a younger Indian, approaching you. Oh, whew. Have you seen Mr. Hazard?
The last I saw him was at the saloon.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I gotta find him real quick. And he starts heading off down the street in the direction of the saloon.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Hutton?
I'm gonna go talk to the marshal.
Okay, let's actually do Hazard first.
Okay. I'll be
Ed
right
comes
back anyway.
into the Ed comes into the saloon and looks around, and his eyes fall on you, Hazard. And he walks over. He says, "Mr. Hazard." Oh, I can't do Ed's voice anymore. Mr. Hazard.
Oh, yes, Ed.
You gotta come with me.
Okay, where are we going?
Come on.
Gotcha. I'll start following him, but I'm questioning.
Okay, yeah. Stalloid, you were at the tavern. You were at the saloon when you saw this happen too. By the way, so was Jimenez. So if either of you want to do anything about it, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. He leads you to the livery
Hazard
stable.
apparently knows a lot of people in town.
Yeah, he leads you to the livery stable. Ed does. And he's got a couple of horses there waiting for you.
Are we riding out there?
Yes. Yeah. We got to get going. I've been looking for you all morning. And he mounts up and you guys
Is
head
this
out of town.
about those Indians that got away?
Nope, no.
Nope.
Not talking about certain things, Mr. Hazard.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he takes you to the push, where you meet with the elders
The
there.
elders.
Yes. Actually, you are told to strip down and given a towel and led into a sweat lodge.
I was going to say, are we going to a sauna?
Yeah, that's exactly
Wow.
what it is. It's kind of a morbid
Whoa.
sauna. There are heads hanging around the walls. And it looks like skins of people. You recognize at least one of the faces by their big googly eyes. And,
Now is Ed in here with me?
no, Ed isn't with you.
Oh, dang it.
Ed stayed with the horses. He's not allowed to deal with this. And some of the elders are in there as well as the one that speaks English.
The macabre decorations. Actually, do I need a sanity check?
Yeah, give me one, but it's only going to cost you a point if you fail. It was unexpected is the main
I'm in a
reason why.
decent
this is
spot. 20, I'm
strange.
good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's just engines.
It was necessary. One of the translator tells you, he says it was necessary. This was required for us to speak to you. You
right.
recognize one of the heads for sure as one of the
ones that escaped from the prison.
It's probably all of them that escaped from the prison. There's 4 heads here from the jail. There were 3 on the ship, and there was 1 that you guys captured. So it was 4 total. Looks like they caught them all. The elders have been waiting for you. You were supposed to come once you release these to our custody.
I was trying to do it in a much easier way, but glad they got to you.
What do you wish to know? We can speak freely here for a short time. After that, we must not speak of it again, and you must not speak of it. The
All
Quinoat.
right. Then we will ask all those sensitive questions. What are they? Because they do not seem like regular people.
He translates that to the Quelut elders, and they talk to him for a little bit, and then he turns to you and he says, there was an evil tribe, a small nation. They lived south of here. They were bad people. They had bad magic. They kidnapped women from other tribes, and men too, sometimes for sacrifice. They were hated by the Quinault and the Quelut. All of the other nations, all of the other tribes in this area hated them. But it was when the Spanish came that it was decided something must be done. Hundreds of years ago, when the Europeans came to this area before their conquest, they made the Quinoat, traded with them, and it seemed as if the Spanish enjoyed their trading with the Quinoat. They were very friendly with them. And when they left again, a tribal council was held. He looks towards the other elders again. He says something, and they speak for a little bit, and then he turns back to you and he says, it was at this time decided that the Quinoat must be destroyed. So all of the local tribes banded together and moved in and attacked the Quinoat villages, only to find they were all gone. Every last one of them had disappeared. All the villages were abandoned. All the hunting grounds empty. All the waters off the Quinoat lands abandoned. There was no sign of them. It was as if the world had swallowed them up. And they were gone. And now, and he gestures towards these heads that they've got. And now these have appeared again. These creatures were terrible, horrible things. They had evil magic. They bred with things that came from across the water or out of the sea. They were obviously hideous, horrible things. It is only unfortunate that we weren't able to destroy them all. We thought they had died or gone far, far away, never to come back, but apparently they have. If you speak of them without protection, certain magics, they will hear you and they will know who you are. And the more you speak, the more they will know.
Now, I don't mean to argue semantics. Is it the same with writing?
If you think of them, they will know. If you speak of them, if you write down something, they will know. And they will know all your secrets.
That would be bad.
If you can find out where they are, we will destroy them.
All right. I believe I might have a hint of their location.
Where?
If they are working with the Confederates.
Where?
Like they have been. Oh, just south of blah, blah,
You're telling
blah,
him this,
blah, blah.
dude? If you tell him this, the Indians are probably just going to rush down there and murder everybody that's there. They just said if you tell them where they are, they'll destroy them.
Gotcha.
So if that is where they are, they're going to go there and they're going to wipe out everything they can find. So you better keep this in mind.
Until I can confirm. But if I do, I will come let y'all know.
If you find them, you tell
word.
us, and we will end them. They are horrible people. They used to steal men for sacrifice, women for breeding. They hate the Quinoat. Whoever these Quinoat were, they just hated them. He talks about how repulsive they are and disgusting, and they really hate the Quinoat.
Got you. Do they have any weaknesses?
No.
It
is said that there is a sign that if they see it, they are afraid and will not go near it. But we do not know what that sign is. Okay, James, we'll jump away from you if you want to try to think of other questions to ask.
Sure, yeah.
Do that.
No, that's
so
good.
We can jump away from you because it takes you an hour or so to get out there, and it'll take another hour to get back.
Oh, yeah.
Hutton, you were going to the marshal's office.
Yep.
Yeah. Give me a luck check. Let's see who's there. A success means whoever you want, probably the marshal. Failure means you're probably stuck with a deputy.
03 out of 90.
Yep, marshal's there. Yeah. Actually,
holy shit, you have 90 luck?
He is yeah, Hutton's
holy shit.
He
opposite of Burtnoff.
Yeah.
He is looking at some items on his desk. Hold on one second. You can see, whoa, what just happened? Oh well. Give me 1 second.
It's so low.
What's low? Here we go.
Just one bottle.
God damn it. He is looking at some things that you recognize. On his desk is a golden apple and a golden skull. You can't help but notice that there is a small safe. It's open, sitting off to one side. Yeah, amongst some rifles and some guns and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he's kind of looking at him, and you come in, and he takes like a handkerchief and he puts him over it.
Good day, Marshal.
Mr. Hutton, how can I help you? He grabs his mustache.
I have a request.
All right.
I understood you had the local locksmith open up a iron chest.
Yeah, he points over to the safe. That one?
No,
that ain't it. No, it's a safe. It's literally a little safe. It's got a dial on the front and everything. So.
No. He said you were keeping this one at the bank.
Iron Oh, yeah, that's that one that Justice found up at the haunted house.
Well, I've been writing the skeleton house stories,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to turn this into a story,
Okay.
and I would for my inspiration, I would like to look at that item.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna need a persuade or something, Sean, for this one.
All right. What's my persuade? I'm gonna give him a persuade.
Hit him with them baby blues.
You're so simple
That-
looking, he has to trust you.
Is a fail.
Oh, no.
64 out of 35.
Do you want to push?
Yeah.
Don't forget
I'm gonna
push.
push it.
So how are you gonna push this roll?
Bribing.
Please. Bribing's dangerous. Well, no, because it works no matter what if we push, right?
It'll be successful, but he could end up in jail if he tries to bribe a police officer. The guy might feel bad and feel sorry for him later and then let him look, but he might spend a couple days in jail. Although they are working on the jail, even as you can hear them pounding away back there, trying to get bricks in place and trying to rebuild the back of the jail that burned down.
I tell him I have some more gold items that were with that skull, and I
Probably not a
Okay.
good idea either.
and I pull out the 5 gold discs.
You carry him with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
What else
offer-
was found with this? With this?
There was the skull. There was the rose.
He takes the handkerchief off, and you can see the apple and the skull are there.
Yeah, there was a rose.
A rose.
Uh,
What the hell?
these gold discs, and I show 3 of them.
Okay. So what do you? Where did? Were you there when they found? When Tex must have found these up there at that house then?
Yes.
Where?
There's a secret room. I could show you.
I've seen it. I was told about it, and I went and investigated it.
It's where the body was found.
Right. And these were found in there, and those were found in there. He's pointing at your
Yeah.
gold discs.
Yes.
So you took things from this house.
Well, I will give them back now. I didn't know.
I would like you to give them back.
I give them 3 of them.
What are your thoughts? Right, you only held out 3. You said before you only held out 3. What are your thoughts on these? He picks up the skull and he kind of hands it off to you.
Well, I've seen gold-plated things.
Oh, that's not plate.
Uh,
That's solid. You can tell by the weight. And we've done a
Well,
scraping.
well-
There's no lead underneath. That's solid gold. So
Yeah.
is this apple.
There are stories of alchemy, but
I've never seen anything cast like this.
I mean, I've seen cast in copper and bronze,
Not
but
like this.
not gold.
This looks real. These look like they're items dipped in gold. You're from a big city, right? You're from Chicago or someplace, isn't that what the article said in the paper?
Yes, Marshall.
So you've never seen anything like this, though.
Not this quality.
Gold rose. Any idea where that is?
Honestly, I don't remember who grabbed that.
Who was there when all this happened?
It was Tex and Jack
Mm-hmm.
and Mr. Hazard.
All right. And you
There's
want to
a,
see this box? Yeah, go ahead and make me that push roll, Sean. Let's see if there's any kind of let's see if there's any kind of downside to this for you taking evidence or whatever.
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
You failed.
I rolled the exact same number.
Oh, I hate that.
Okay, so he's obviously not pleased that you guys took things without telling him from the house, and With a push roll, you still succeed. He is going to allow you to look at this box and look at its contents. He's fine with that. But he gives you a lecture first. Like 2 hours about not removing evidence, not taking things that aren't yours. He almost talks to you like a child a little bit. And it's not pleasant at all. He dresses you down pretty severely. But he's willing to take you to the bank. He'll let you where they've been keeping these vials and a lot of the other stuff from the house. He actually gathers up the gold items. He's putting those in the bank too with the rest of the stuff. So yeah, he's going to take you over there. Stalloid, and Jimenez. Do what? We'll get back to you here in just a moment, Sean. With the yeah, you did keep 2. Now I've forgotten. Did you have anything that you were up to, Stalloid?
Nope.
Do you have anything you want to do today?
No.
Okay. How about Jimenez?
I mean, he'd probably exercise his horse a bit, go out for a ride.
Okay. Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, okay. So let's finish up with Hutton real quick. So you get to take a look in this box. It's filled with straw. There are 5 vials inside. He kind of opens it up. He has a key to it and opens it up and allows you to look. He doesn't allow you to touch.
Okay.
He's not going to let you like take them out and guzzle or whatever.
Yeah.
Dump them all over yourself. They are kind of weird though. You keep thinking it's one color and then you're like, wait, no. It's not. It seems to be another color. It's green. No, it's more of a yellow. No, it's kind of a light blue. It's really strange. It's a little unnerving.
Does this look like the iron chest I was seeing?
Yes, it's identical. It's totally the same chest. Now the vials aren't like in your dream. It was like this, freaking what the hell is the name of that movie with the briefcase? Yeah, the Pulp Fiction briefcase is like. It was like that in your dream. It was like this glow, and when he picked it up, it was like scintillating colors across the room and that kind of shit. These do not glow. They also don't move. They moved in your dream, like the liquid was doing like this. So that doesn't move, but it does. It is hard to pinpoint a color. It seems to be every time you look at it, it's a different color, and it's just slightly different. So it's like, was I just mistaken? It's not real blatantly like something is really weird here. It's more of a, this is odd. But yeah, it looks, and the vial looks exactly like the vials. But yeah, and he'll let you pick it up and look at it. He tells you not to open it though.
Okay.
And he does confess they don't know what this stuff is.
Well, unfortunately, I'm a writer, not a chemist.
Well, that's fine. But you wanted to take a look, and he takes the vial back in the hand and puts it back in. Closes the thing back up and locks it. It's in a part of the safe, the big safe in the back. And he also talks to the banker while you're there. I don't know if you want to stay for this or slip out. But he starts talking to the banker and showing him these other gold items. And the banker takes a great interest in this and is looking at them with a jeweler's loop and trying to get a better look at them. And he's just very... He's basically the marshal's asking him about how these were potentially made, and the banker does not know. Ebersol does not know.
Okay. Before I leave here, I'm going to deposit $100 into an account.
Yeah, okay. You can do that. Just move it from your cash to your savings or whatever's on the character sheet, or assets. Okay. So, anything else anybody wants to do on Saturday?
No.
I just finished the conversation with the Indians.
Oh, yeah. You finished. Did you have any other questions? Because I was letting you have some time to think about that.
Yeah. Well, last question before I leave. Is there any kind of defense rituals I can do to help prevent corruption from these things?
He talks to the elders, and basically the answer is don't have sex with them. Do not copulate with them. That's what he says. Do not copulate with them. It's basically what he says, whatever that means. So, yeah. And then you're
Well-
let out. You're basically taken into another room where there's a cold bath. Rinse yourself off. You get dried. It's to clean you up. You get dried off and everything after the sauna and everything. You feel really relaxed. You're like, oh,
Nice.
because it was hot as shit in that sweat lodge. There's a
Yeah,
lot
did
of
it
steam.
smell like
I was gonna say it wouldn't be a
Dead
sauna;
people?
it would be a sweat lodge.
Yeah, it's a sweat lodge, which is
There is a difference.
it's well, yeah, that's true. There's more smoke in a sweat lodge, and more steam in a sauna. Isn't that it? Pretty much, Yorie?
No, I remember. Well,
saunas
you can
dry.
have steam in a sauna, but saunas are usually dry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And fucking miserable.
And sweat lodges are more humid than you
Yeah.
think. Okay. Yeah. That's why he was all covered in sweat. That's why you went in there wearing a towel. And they were all wearing
Yeah.
towels or naked. Some of the elders were just buck naked. They didn't care. So they basically you're allowed to take a cold bath.
Nice.
Get all the sweat off of you. It's very refreshing actually when they splash that cold fucking water on you. And then you
Get that warm dead people feel off.
Yeah. Then you get to towel down and everything, and you put your suit back on. You go back out, find Ed is waiting for you with the horses. Did you find out everything you need to know?
Yes, that was very enlightening,
Oh,
Ed.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
Good. I'm glad to help. I'm sorry I haven't been much help to you, Mr. Hazard. Glad to help. And then he mounts up, and the two of you head off, and you get back to town. So we've dealt with that. Anything else for Sunday in particular that anybody wants to do? Or sorry, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
No.
Okay.
No.
One thing you do hear rumors about Stalloid is you don't hear anything about this other Stalloid anywhere. Some of the kids are asking about what happened, that kind of thing. And you hear a rumor that somebody stole his wagon and tent. Is the rumor going around town? But made a mess somehow. Nobody really knows what happens, and so the rest of the day is pretty much uneventful. Fernando plays at the saloon that night. There's a lot of people there. It is a full moon, so people go a little crazy. There's actually some baldries show up. There is some gunfire. Fernando, Fernando, towards the end of the evening, there's a lot of people in there. They toast to the, what was it? The 49? The 59?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Everybody toasts to that for those who gave their lives to save the miners there, that kind of thing. I can't remember all the specifics of that off the top of my head. But it's kind of a wild night, Fernando. A fight breaks out. Anybody who wants to be there during that can be. It's basically between the Baldries and everybody else in town. At one point, Pete swings from a chandelier, and crashes onto a table, knocking some Baldries down. It's a big ass fight. It's a mess. The only gunfire is as the Baldries are run out of the saloon by thrown beer bottles. Pete throws a chair at him. Few of them shoot out some windows as they run down the street.
Now, who's Pete?
Pete Sutter.
Pete Sutter.
Oh, Pete Sutter.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's that fella. He's got a bottle of whiskey all night there, and he's sitting there. He plays some cards with some people. He loses a little money. He gets really angry about that. Calls them cheats. It's kind of a mess. That whole night is kind of crazy. I mean, like I said, it's a full moon. Because the night before is a full moon. This night's a full moon. So people are a little keyed up. You saw during the fight, somebody came over and banged into the piano, and the piano player was like, "Son of a bitch!" And he grabbed that shot glass and he's like, whipped it hard and just whacked the guy in the head, and down he went.
Nice.
Then he picked up his chair, his stool, and he was like, "Get away from my piano!" That kind of thing. I don't know if you wanted to do anything or be involved in this or not, Fernando.
I'd say, I mean, if I was playing, I was probably trying to keep people away from me too. So.
Okay, yeah. It's not a lot of damage, but it was obviously kind of a mess. The marshal and the deputies showed up towards the end, right after the Baldries left. because the fight was still going on. It was just like everybody ran the Baldries out and settled everybody down. Pete got talked to by the marshal. Mouthed off to him. It looked like it was getting a little tense. You were expecting possible gunplay, but in the end, nothing happened. Stalloid, you had some trouble sleeping because of all the noise.
Yeah. I was actually probably reading the book.
Oh, then you
wee
didn't
hours
care.
of the night.
You heard gunshots. You heard
I'm researching.
stuff breaking, crap happening. You're like, I'm reading. Yeah, night otherwise passes uneventfully. Hutton, you have another dream. Yep. It's pretty much the same thing at this point. It's very much like your other dreams have been.
Okay.
You don't see the chest anymore. The cat's not there tonight, and the old man is trying to get you to read the paper.
And obviously, I still can't read what's
he's
on
like,
the paper.
No. It's just gibberish. It's like trying to read something in your dreams. It never makes any
Does
sense.
it look like one of the old newspapers, or just like a note?
No, it's like the front page of a newspaper.
Okay.
That's what he's trying to shove in your face. It could be the Sentinel or it could be the Gazette. You can't tell. The words don't say Sentinel or Gazette.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a jumble of letters as the header or the headline, the letter. What the hell is it called?
Letterhead.
Is it the letterhead? The letterhead at the top.
Or the header.
I can't remember what the actual name of the paper is called. I've forgotten all those terms. He's very frustrated that you're not figuring this out, apparently. And then you wake up.
Wait. Would that be headline?
No, a headline goes at the top of the story. But at the top of the newspaper is the banner.
The title.
It's the banner.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Saltmarsh Gazette would be the banner of the paper. It's only on page 1. And it's just, this is what it's the title. Yeah, you're right, Sean.
It's the Bryan Times.
Yeah, exactly. So, who's going to church on Sunday?
Fernando is.
I wouldn't be cut down. No, I don't know.
He's probably in his nice. He's probably in his nicer clothes.
Is Fernando Catholic?
Huh?
He's Spanish, so I'm assuming he is.
Yeah, put Catholic on his sheet. I think that's probably a good idea. It's likely. I mean, he doesn't have to be practicing. He could be nothing if you want. But he was probably brought up Catholic if he was from California. Yeah, you guys go to church. Nothing real interesting in church that week. The sermon is about paying for your crimes. One does not run away from their crimes; they pay for them. That kind of thing. It's obviously a reference to Texas escape. A couple days before. Once again, the pastor has a very fiery kind of sermon. Did you guys want to organize to head out on Sunday, or did you want to wait till Monday, or what's the plan?
I'll try to grab everybody at the saloon for lunch.
Okay.
So Fernando, Hutton, Stalloid, Pete.
Can we retro in one thing I remembered I wanted to do on Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to send out a letter.
Yeah. You definitely could write a letter. Who are you writing to?
That's all. That's all he was going to do then.
Who's
That's
he
the only
writing
other
to?
thing. He's writing to his sister.
Oh, that's so nice. Down in Baja, California.
He's letting her know where he's at. He made it there safely.
Okay.
He's been able to find work. Yeah, that sort of stuff. Cool. So.
Yeah. You could have written a letter on Saturday. You could even take it down to the general store and put it in the mailbox, the mail slot there.
Yeah.
If you want, and you'd be told that the mail goes out on Wednesdays and comes in on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
we'll remember that for in the future then.
Yeah. So you guys can meet for lunch at the saloon. You could gather pretty much everybody together. You could find Bat. You could find Pete. Yeah.
Great.
You're all together. You've got some lunch on the table in front of you.
Right. So, gentlemen, would we like to set out today? It will take us a few hours. We might get back after dark, which is course, not as ideal. Or we can set out early in the morning tomorrow, and we'll have the whole day.
Are we riding down?
Oh, we'll be taking the boat.
Oh, a boat. Okay. And what? We're just scouting?
Man, they're just scouting out the area. And if we find any evidence of anything, then we can either report on it or try to take some action. And then report. We're, of course, going to report.
Wouldn't it be easier to be seen on the water?
If the lights are out, yes. Yes. We could always pull ashore before we get to our destination so we can sneak through the marshlands. Just make sure you're dressed for it if you're slugging through the marsh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get me some waders.
Hell yeah!
Those exist,
I
right?
would-
Andy?
Keep talking. Keep role playing. Let me.
What are y'all's thoughts?
So, just a scouting mission. Nothing else.
The town's paying for the scouting mission. And then I'm doing a little extra if we're able to fix what we see.
I'd say
But
Fernando
that
does
will
make a
put a
good
vote.
point that we would be sitting ducks on the boat if we are spotted coming in. And I also support, therefore, mooring before this location and moving in through the swamps.
Now, do we want to get there when it's darker so they can't see us as well? Or would we like to go during the day so we can see them from further away?
I
It
find
would be
that sailing at night often ends in the rocks in the stories.
True. And I don't believe any of us are the best at sea.
Proficient deckhands.
I can speak for most of the people I'm bringing.
Pete Sutter might have some background in that. I don't know. I could imagine him as a pirate.
I don't know nothing about no boats.
Ah. Oh well.
I ride a horse,
I have seen him do that.
like all great men of the West.
That's the other one. We could come in through the marsh and forego the boat, but I just feel the boat will help expedite our trip. And I'll cover the renting of the boat. We don't have to consider that.
Right. They told you it would cost $40 to use the cutter,
What about
and $250 as a deposit that you'd get back once the cutter is brought back intact.
Mhm.
So $290 total, but you're going to get $250 back upon your
Yeah.
return to Saltmarsh. Bat says, I was only able to afford, with the money that you gave me, Mr. Hazard, a Hawkins Plains rifle. They had one in the back of the general store.
Is that a one per round, or is that a 1/2 or 1/3?
That is a muzzle loader.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. You gave him $20. Even a cheap gun is between $10 and $22. So,
And he still had to pay for his boarding.
yeah, he
Awesome.
still had debts to pay. So it's a $5 rifle, basically.
Sorry about that, Jim. I
He's
was
just letting you know.
giving that for you for your clothes, and
Well, that's fine. I bought a Hawkins rifle.
we'll get you a better rifle
All right, that's
before we
fair.
leave.
I go ahead and
I'm gonna go ahead and mark off
we're in
20
the inn, right?
before we leave.
Say again.
No, don't even mark off 20, James.
Say again.
We're in the inn, right?
You're in the saloon. Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
lunchtime at the
saloon.
saloon. A few people are coming in having lunch.
I just say, wait right there, and I go upstairs, and then I come back down with a Sharps rifle, and I give it to him, and I take the musket.
Well, he doesn't have the musket with him. It's up in his room. But yeah,
Oh,
you guys
whatever, I give
could
him the
trade it
Sharps
off. He'll trade it
rifle,
off for you. He doesn't
And I
care.
give him some ammo.
What'd you give him? A big 50?
A
Big
52
Okay.
Sharps.
Oh, the 52 sharps. Okay, that is also a one-shot rifle. Just keep that in mind.
Actually, I say, you,
But it's a better
compare
one.
both,
It is a much
just
better
take
one.
both.
It's the Sharps rifle has a better range. It's faster. Yeah,
And it hits like a truck.
yeah. He could take both.
That way, if we get in trouble, you can immediately
52
have
Sharps
2
rifle.
shots prepared.
And a Hawkins. And he's already got ammunition for the Hawkins. I'm not sure. I think those might actually take bullets instead of balls, but by this point, they probably take they probably take bullet or slugs instead of just balls. Okay, yeah, he'll bring both along. You guys know you got Pete a Winchester. He's got a 73 Winchester, so he's got a long arm as well. And
As
that's
his
what Bat
piece.
brings up. Does everyone have a long arm in case we need them?
Yes.
I
See.
point at the Sharps I just gave him.
Is that your only one, sir? I'm sorry,
Oh.
Jim Bat. He holds his hand out to you, Stalloid.
Oh, hello. Brandon Stalloid. Dr. Brandon Stalloid.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Brandon Stalloid. Yes, I'm with the Taylor Detective Agency. I was working for Mr. Hazard here through the agency to find some of his missing goods here in Saltmarsh.
I'm not too familiar with long arms. That's more of a showpiece than anything.
Oh, all right. He looks at you, Hutton.
I have a Winchester.
And then he looks at you, Hazard.
I've got my Hazard 77.
Okay, so everybody but Stalloid basically has a long arm.
Yes.
Are you armed, Dr. Stalloid? That's bad again.
Yes.
All right. I mean, right now nobody's wearing sidearms on them except for Pete, who always fucking wears his. So.
I am wearing my sidearm.
Oh. Are you wearing a gun, Yorie?
No, the lightning gun.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
all Stalloid has is a camera
what-
sitting on the table in front of him.
If we're leaving, I would also go get my shotgun.
No, we're not leaving. I don't think we're.
Oh.
Are we leaving now? Was it decided when to
No,
leave?
no.
Right,
We're
right
still
now, it's just discussing,
I
and
do
Bat's
say-
making
I
sure
do
everybody has
say-
a long arm. He just wanted to make sure everybody
But I
has
don't
it.
have any more long arms, but I will have a shotgun.
Oh, all right. He's fine with that. He seems fine with that.
As I plan for this to just be a scouting.
Oh, yeah.
Are you saying that?
Yes.
He says, well, yes, of course, but there's always a chance of running into some trouble.
Yeah.
So consensus is we'd like to go in the morning.
I mean, I could go. I could go today, but we could do tomorrow.
I'm okay with either.
And Andy, how many hours did you say it might take us to get there?
Bat thinks 4 or 5. For
Okay.
10 miles in a boat, or 9 miles in a boat, and then putting ashore and slogging the last mile or whatever, that, like you guys talked about before, so you wouldn't be spotted.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so is that the plan then? You're going to leave tomorrow morning?
Yeah, we'll do tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Just to have the
Is
daylight.
somebody going to go tell the excise men?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go and put on the down payment,
Okay.
the
The
deposit,
deposit
all that
and the
fun
actual payment. Yeah. Okay. So you go tell the excise men. Yeah, they can be ready to leave at dawn or anytime after that.
I'm
All
going
right.
to go get waiters.
Make me a luck check. There are waiters in 1850, by the way, Yorie. They started
This
selling
is a
them.
fishing town.
I think they started selling them in 1850. Yeah, but
It's in the swamps.
it's. I'll give you a bonus die. No, it's a good point. I'll give you a bonus die.
Well, I rolled a 06.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 06. And
You don't need the bonus die. You can't roll any better than that.
Well, I could roll better than that. I rolled a 06 again.
You can't roll better. Shut up. All right, yeah, they've got some waiters. They're not rubber. Rubber waiters don't come
No, I
out
know.
until 20th century.
They're like a treated material.
It's probably a treated
that's
leather
Like,
kind of deal, and it's probably only going to be good for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could probably get 5 or 6 hours of use out of them, like hip deep in water, before you're going to start springing some leaks. Is probably your guess, and have to do some patching or something to that effect. They don't really have anything to patch it with. Like I said, rubber's not a big deal at this juncture, so or they don't have any. So yeah,
They're
they've
probably
got
like resin coated or something, and
Yeah,
the resin
yeah.
slowly decays.
probably something like that. I couldn't find any information on what the original ones were made of. Only they're. But then rubber came, yay! And it's like, okay, whatever.
I just wonder if they'd be treated like with animal fat, though.
Possibly.
Maybe I have no idea.
That
The
would be
insides
water
wouldn't be.
repellent.
The insides are probably smooth and fairly clean.
Right.
You probably wear in waders. Do you wear? I have no idea. If you have a regular pair of waders now, do you wear your shoes in them, or do you just
Yes.
go in
You
with
can.
socks?
You can wear shoe. I mean, it depends on the size of waders that you get, I think.
Okay.
But I've never
Never
actually
waders.
worn. I've never actually worn any. I think
Okay.
you're able to put your shoes in it.
Okay, so we'll say that you can wear your shoes in these
Mhm.
Stalloid, and then
And then I want to.
they've got straps. They got suspender straps that hold them up, and they're up to about your. They probably come up pretty close under your arms.
Although they do
sell-
look like they're just really big rubber boots, though, too.
Yeah.
So,
Giant big
They
rubber
sell-
pants.
Yeah.
yeah.
They selling any like coats just over like kind of like with a hood and everything that they would wear while out fishing in the storms and stuff to like keep the rain out of their face.
I don't know if the coats would have hoods. Probably
Yeah.
you'd buy a hat, like one of those big.
Big old wide brimmed hat.
What are they called? For big storms and shit that sailors wear.
Yeah, I'd rather have the coat.
No, you'd get a coat and a hat. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
That's what people would normally do.
Yeah, I guess I'll get both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, actually, you're not gonna be able to. You're gonna have to go into the store tomorrow morning. They're closed on Sunday.
That's fine.
But you could find. But this
That's
will
my plan.
retro all this shit to Monday morning. Is
Yeah.
when you guys can buy any other gear that you want to take with you. Does anybody else want anything like that?
I'm trying to think. Would I already own some?
Waiters? No.
Probably not,
You're not a
because I
fisherman.
wouldn't plan on doing
If
that.
you'd have brought a rod and reel, I might say you could have had a pair, but I don't think that Hazard really is. Does Hazard?
I dress
fish?
improperly in a safari outfit.
God damn it!
He's
Pith-
not joking.
Pith helmet. Bat's
This
just
is
wearing his
serious.
suit. Pete is just wearing regular clothes as well. He's got the Winchester over his shoulder. You guys meet sometime that morning after 8 o'clock, probably, because that's when the general store opens. And you meet with the two men at the cutter. You meet what the hell are their names? Tom and
Fernando probably is also going to get some waiters, too.
Will and Tom.
Like now that
Okay, yeah, you could.
All right.
At it's the name of the boat is the Dispatch. It's got a sail. It's also got oars. It's a glorified fishing boat. Basically, it's pretty small. You can't help but notice the Mississippi still sitting out in the harbor. You can see men walking on the decks with rifles. Obviously, townsfolk who are keeping guard on this until the federal authorities can come. As you head out Monday morning, heading south. And where do you want them to put in? How far away from where you think this place is?
Um, I like the mile idea.
Okay. Okay. All right. So they're making an estimate on being about a mile away, and they find a place they can put the dispatch in. Pull it up almost onto shore. This is a pretty flat bottomed boat.
Oh, nice.
Um,
They're with us, the excise men.
yeah, they're navigating the ship for you.
Oh, sick!
They're-
I thought
yeah.
we didn't get them.
You don't get them for like a big fight. They are
Yeah,
armed,
okay,
but
okay.
but
But they're for the boat.
yeah, you got bad. Oh, it's raining like crazy. It starts raining like crazy. Not long after you leave Saltmarsh, just pours
Stalloid
down.
is
Um,
very happy in all of his
Everybody
gear.
let's everybody make me a con check. Let's see how the waves do your bellies.
Oh,
Jim Bat is
Oh.
not doing well.
I made a regular success.
Uh-oh.
39.
Pete
I got a
actually
regular.
made it. That's awesome.
I'm very sorry, guys.
Uh-oh. What'd you roll? 100? 0, 0, 0, 0. Oh, no.
I failed.
Okay.
He ain't doing good.
Those who fail, their stomachs are really upset. That's Bat, Hutton. How did Hazard do?
We actually
Hazard-
got a
all
regular
right.
success.
Stalloid is off the side of the boat puking
39.
most of the way there.
It wasn't good chances for Stalloid. but then it had to be.
Wow, it's bad. He's just like, "Bleh!" Almost as soon as the bad
stepped
weather
onto the
hits,
boat.
he just starts puking and puking and puking. The excise men ask if you want to turn back and try a better day.
Asking me or
Mainly Hazard. Hazard's kind of the one
Hazard, okay.
who has been like ordering everybody around and stuff. He just says it in general. Anybody can reply.
Yeah.
So
Let's push
I
forward.
can't get a word in.
you probably can't. They do hand you a bucket. One of them says bail, because you're not going to be much use on oars or anything at this juncture. You are.
Uh-huh.
But you could bail a little bit while you're puking.
I bail a bucket load. I throw up.
Yeah.
I bail a
It's not
bucket
quite
load, I
that
throw
bad.
up.
Eventually, you run
One
out of
point he
stuff to
throws
throw
up in the bucket.
So you're
and
probably
bails
just
it.
leaning on the rail with your head on it and just like bailing like this as much as you can. Like, oh, yeah. What's the consensus? Do you guys want to press on or not?
Yeah, I just player idea. What do y'all want to do?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You push on. It's pouring down rain. It's just coming down in buckets.
Say,
They-
Fernando got some stuff, so he's probably all right.
they get a few more buckets out for people to bail because it's coming down fast enough that it is starting.
Oh.
And it's filling up the boat. It's also waves are coming over the side. But as long as there's at least 2 or 3 people bailing, you guys aren't going to swamp. And you do manage to make it to the swamp. We'll do another weather check once you guys get there. It can't get worse, but it doesn't get any better. So you put ashore. Rain is just pouring down. It's just coming down hard. Just. Pete does not have any kind of rain gear on, so he is soaked all the way through. He's not pleased about this situation. Bat does not have rain gear on. Nobody really prepared for rain, except for Brandon Stalloid is wearing his hurricane hat or whatever the hell those things are called.
I would think maybe a pea coat.
And a big freaking waterproof coat. I don't know. Did Fernando buy a waterproof coat as well, or just the waders?
No, he probably would have just bought hip waders.
Waders. So his regular coat. Everybody's pretty wet.
Yeah.
By the time you put ashore, the excise men pull up the boat onto this swampy, nasty spot. They tie it off to a tree. Actually, a dying tree apparently that's there. How long do you want us to wait? Will says.
Preferably until we get back.
All right.
Well,
Well, if you're not back by tomorrow morning, then we're heading back.
fair enough.
And he's soaked too. He did have the 2 of them did have some raincoats in the boat, but by the time they got them on, they were already pretty wet, so they're pretty miserable.
Yes.
You guys can head. Do you want to go into the marsh and head in that direction? Do you want to stay close to the coast? I just need describe what the plan is. I don't need a marching order or anything. I just need
as long as nobody has a better idea, I'd say we're kind of in the marsh a little bit, enough so we can still see the water, so we don't have to make navigation rolls.
Like 10 or 15 yards in, so you can just kind of keep the. Yeah, you can do that.
We have a little cover.
And I've got my binoculars out, and I'm watching in the direction we're going.
As you're walking, you're just walking like this.
Just eventually, I'll stop for a moment, and I'll peek.
Yeah. So you can check in that direction. You can't see very much. Say again, Fernando.
Yeah. I got my compass out, and I'm keeping track of where we're going and which way we're going.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You're heading in a southerly direction. You see a lot of frogs, mosquitoes. You guys are getting eaten up by mosquitoes. Despite the rain, they seem to be dodging the raindrops or something. You can see a lot of. If there's mosquitoes, they don't care what the weather is. They're still gonna fucking find you and bite you. I've learned that from living in Ohio.
They're gonna get you.
Okay, we're not at that time of day. Many pools and mirrors of varying depths. Mostly these are shallow. There's some small streams that run in and out of these places. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, you head to where you think the X was on the map. And you come to a spot that is cleared on the coast. Yorie, you can give me a spot hidden with a bonus die first. You've been checking with binoculars every 100 yards or so. Make sure there's nothing further ahead.
Bonus die.
Yep.
26.
Oh, that's
23. That's a hard.
So I keep doing that. I hate that when I do that. With a hard, you can actually you spot this over 100 yards away. Mm-hmm. It looks like there's a village or something on the coast in a spot that is not as swampy as what you guys have been passing through. And let me find a map that's accurate here. That ain't it. So I think this is a map I can give you. I'm going to put this in Saltmarsh maps. Oh, no, wait. That's just maps of Saltmarsh. We'll do gaming text, Down Darker Trails.
Yeah.
You're probably going to want to pop that out and open the original. It's a small town with maybe 20 or 25, maybe 30 structures. So Yorie, you see it first. I'm assuming that Hazards is probably leading the way. Maybe Bat's up there with him. But I don't know. What kind of marching order have you got
Definitely
going?
Graves with me.
Oh, yeah, Graves. Damn it. I forgot all about Graves. Graves doesn't have a long arm, but he wasn't at the meeting, was he?
He was not at the meeting.
Because we both forgot.
Well, no, and he didn't need to be there.
Because we're stupid.
No, I thought about asking whether he was there or not.
But. Yeah, he doesn't have a long arm. Although right now, even on the boat, you guys could give him one of Bat's long arms if you want to. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
He could take either the Hawkins rifle or the Sharps rifle. So, do you want him to have one of those? Is he any good with the fucking rifle?
Yeah.
Hold on. He is terrible with a rifle, by the way.
Yeah, I thought so. That's why I was
maybe he doesn't need one because he's not going to hit anything anyway. Anyway, so just who's leading? You and Graves are in the front. Is that it, Hazard? Is that how you want it to be?
Just middle.
I'd probably
Stalloid's in the middle.
be hanging out with either Pete or Fernando as well up front with me.
Okay, yeah. Pete will be up front. Slogging, complaining incessantly the entire time about his piece. His piece is getting wet. My piece doesn't like to get wet. Pieces have to be kept dry. That kind of thing. He's telling you about pieces. He's talking about it like it's sex or something, like it's a woman. You don't know what he's. Anyway, so
So we're
Pete, I
coming from the
believe you
side
might
with the
like
river.
guns more than I do.
you'll be coming from the side with the river, but you were kind of coming along the coast. So as far as this map goes, the coast kind of bears. As you can see, it's kind of doing kind of an arc before it heads up north again. You guys were, like I said, 100 yards away or so when you spotted Stalloid, which is pretty good, which is pretty far, especially considering the
Oh.
weather and everything else. So, you're in like the wooded part of this swampy, awful area when you managed to catch a glimpse of what looked
Right
like
before that
structures,
road.
and then you stopped and you looked more carefully, and that's when you saw, yeah, there it looks like there's several buildings down there. It looks like a town. Where's Hutton? Do you want to be in the back, Hutton?
Middle.
The middle? So you're with Stalloid. Jim Bat will bring up the rear if you guys want.
Yep.
Yeah, makes
Fernando, or where do you want to be?
I'm probably in the back.
Okay, so you and
We're
Jim
going,
Bat
like,
could be
two
in the back.
abreast.
Say again?
I say if we're going like two abreast or whatever, I'd
Not
be in the
really.
back.
You could be
Yeah,
as many
but-
abreast
okay.
as you want, but it's just like
Yeah.
how you guys are trudging through. So up front's Hazard and what's his face? Graves and Pete
Okay.
Sutter, and then towards the
Yeah.
middle is Stalloid and Hutton, and then the back is you and Bat. Does that sound
Fernando's
right?
pretty cautious of Pete Sutter. He's,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he
he
could be in
doesn't
the
know what
front.
to think about that guy.
And there's probably some room between you guys. You're probably spread out pretty well. It took you maybe another hour to get here from your landing point, slogging through this awful marsh. So, Stalloid, you've just spotted this town.
Mhm.
Like I said, 100 yards away. Looks like a town, at least. What do you want to do? The rest are still moving forward. They haven't seen it yet.
I'd mention it to Hazard
Okay.
Oh, what?
that we're coming
Okay.
up on the town.
Let's slow down and try to creep. Let's start
All right.
sneaking.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be sneaky too.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Everybody who wants
So
to
how-
make
how
a
far
stealth
from
check
the-
can.
How far from the road are we? That little pathway.
About 100 yards.
Okay, from the path.
That's when Stalloid stopped you, pointed ahead, told you there's a village or something. People are still looking. It's hard to make out through the trees without field glasses.
And the rain.
The rain doesn't help.
No.
So yeah, you guys can. So Hutton in the back is sneaking.
Successfully.
Pete's got a little, but he doesn't have very much. Oh, he had enough. He made it.
Nice.
Surprisingly.
Let's see. Let's
He
sneak.
just made it. Bat
Sneaking.
fails by 1 point.
Base is 20.
Got
And
31, and I failed.
freaking Graves failed it by 2 points. So you guys
Oh.
are not very stealthy.
I failed by a lot.
Moving. Oh,
I
did
failed,
you?
but
I
I'm
thought you made it.
pushing mine.
You're pushing it? Okay, so you guys are leaving Fernando behind as he slows to a crawl.
Yep, he sure does.
Make a roll. Make your second roll there, Fernando.
I failed both of them.
You failed both.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. Fernando is going from tree to tree. He stops for a while and he listens. And he moves real quietly. And every time he makes a noise, he totally stops. Like snap.
Excellent.
So
Red
you're
light.
pretty far behind them, Fernando, at this juncture. You're starting to lose sight of them as
no.
slow as you're going. Well, you failed the second one, so you're still quiet. You're very quiet. It's just very slow.
Right.
So you don't break any branches. You're like, when you step on a branch, you're like, oh. You lift your leg real slow. And you move. You're doing this whole put your foot down and feel a little before you put your weight on it. That kind of shit.
Gotcha. If I need to, I can track him.
Yeah, well, follow the coast. You'll find them sooner or later.
I know.
How close do you guys want to sneak?
If there's no one on the road.
You make out a bridge that crosses over this water. That's
I
probably
sneak up to
Dunwater.
the tree line.
okay. You're peeking out. You can see some movement. It looks like there's a lot of people. Yorie, give me another spot hidden. with your field glasses. I forgot to account for the rain last time, so we're not going to give you a bonus die, but a regular spot.
Oh,
hidden
32
degrees.
then.
Is that
which
a
is a hard.
success? That's a hard.
Yeah.
It looks like they're natives, is what you can make out with your field glasses.
Oh,
What do you see, Stalloid?
They're wearing doeskin,
would
moccasins,
express that.
black hair,
That is something of note.
ruddy skin, reddish skin. They're Indians. Would you make
They
a
look like-
hard? You made a hard, right?
Hard.
They look a little off. You're not sure why. At this distance, you really can't tell. They look a little weird, but you couldn't say why. You know what I mean? And there's quite a few of them. And there's not a lot of people moving around a lot. You can see a little bit of smoke. It looks like these roofs have been repaired with thatch or leaves and stuff on top. These appear to be log cabins, but they appear to be in not great repair, but it looks like repairs have been done to them. The building, the most solid building is the one to the north, the northernmost building, and it appears to be made of stone. And it looks like it has recently, when I say recently, within the last 5 years, undergone quite a bit of reconstruction. It was maybe in bad shape. You can see some dugout canoes, or dugouts, and some very small docks have been built on the actual coast. There are nets hanging down towards the water between the town and the dugouts and the docks. There is a small, crudely made bridge crossing this river. Right now, the river appears to be just going like crazy. And that's probably on account of the rain that you guys have
Because of the heavy rain.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, it's just like churning. It's full of. It's all muddy. It's all churned up. It's nasty. There are a few people moving about. One thing you do notice: all the outhouses, none of them appear to be in any kind of shape. They look like crap. They have had no repairs done. No pun intended. They have had no repairs done to them. They look damaged, falling apart. They're missing boards, missing doors, from what you can tell with looking at through your field glasses. There is a short broken wall to the north as well, in a square that's kind of away from the village. You're not sure what's going on there. It might be a cemetery, might be some kind of an enclosure for animals at one point. You're not sure. You can't really make out any detail on that, but it's right next to where the trees of the swamp are. It looks like these are mostly natives. There are a few that have rifles.
What'd you say
Most
that
of
big
them.
place looked like?
I'm sorry?
What'd you say the big place looked
That's made of stone, and it looks like it's had a lot of repairs.
like? Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like most of the log cabins have had some repairs, and the roofs they've been re-roofed with like branches and leaves and stuff. It's not shingles. It's not really thatch either. Some of them might have some kind of seagrass or something that's been done, but it looks like this is actually like a village that's being inhabited by quite a few people.
I have
Not
a
sure.
question that this guy wouldn't know what to ask.
Stalloid, what did
You're not there
what'd you
yet.
say?
You're still sneaking. You'll catch up to them here in like 10 minutes here.
I would tell you that
Gotcha.
it's mostly it looks like it's a bunch of natives, and
Do they look regular? Do they look deformed in any way?
I couldn't
What-
tell that if I remember correctly, right?
There's something. They look weird, but you don't know.
They look
you
weird,
don't have
but
any
I-
details on. You're not sure why
Hmm.
they're throwing you off a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I thought everybody froze for a second.
Well, guess we have to get a closer look. We could try to cross the river, upriver, but that could be dangerous. How fast it's moving.
And the rain is still just.
It's pouring down.
Yeah, it's nasty weather.
We're pretty confident this is where the X is.
Yeah, you think this is around the right vicinity? Yes.
This has to be it.
So we can stop right here tonight, guys, if you want.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
That'd be
And
fine.
I'd
Yeah, I
love
mean,
to
I'm
get to
okay
bed
with that
shortly.
because I've got.
Yeah, if you're exhausted.
I had
It's been a rough day.
a surprise change to my inventory or to my schedule this week.
Oh no.
That's always fun.
So I was supposed to be closing tonight and then doing inventory at the store I used to work at tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Well, their back room is jacked up.
Wait, this is on Twitch. Don't tell any secrets.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
They just got a lot of stock because they just went through what we call a SKU op. Basically, the products that don't move well have been discounted and moved out, and they've reset their store. But those cases that they don't sell anymore are still in their back room.
Gotcha. Okay, well, let's finish this up here first real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, you guys, for next game session, probably won't play again until November. Be thinking of how you want to handle this. Fernando comes up to you guys, to all of you, as you, right after Professor Stalloid finishes describing everything that he's seen. Fernando shows up, creeps out of the forest like a ghost, very super quiet. Wait, are you wearing your fancy clothes, Fernando?
He has those hip waders on. He doesn't have his real nice ones on.
Okay,
He does
okay.
have, like...
Is he
He
wearing
wore
a
Sunday
sombrero?
best.
See, that's what I'm wondering.
Does he have
is
a
that
spare?
something that would have been waterproofed, or
I think they're
I
made
don't
of
know how they
straw,
would've-
aren't they?
I mean, it wouldn't be waterproof, but it would.
It would have been
definitely help
blown off
shield.
in the storm, probably.
Yeah, it probably has a drawstring.
Yeah, I bet it
Well,
definitely has drawstring.
Well, does he have mariachi clothes?
Yes, basically.
essentially,
His fancy
So-
clothes, his performing clothes are mariachi.
So he would have like a felt or velvet sombrero to go with it.
Yeah, I
So
don't think
not
he'd
in
be
a
wearing
rain.
all that. Let's go to the swamp. Let me get my felt.
yeah, he would have all that stuff
Okay.
on.
So, but are you wearing a sombrero? Do you want to be wearing a sombrero? Like just a
He
straw
probably
one? Like
he probably would have bought some sort of waterproof hat or something.
Okay.
there.
Yeah, you can have that. So, yeah. So you guys are just being drenched and inundated. Pete's over on one side
Oh.
trying to dry off his piece.
And it's still raining.
Jim Bat is
Oh,
just...
come on.
Jim Bat is
Not having a good time.
checking his rifles to make sure that they're not that the powder's not been waterlogged. You guys are. We'll say there's like a rise here that you can hide behind. You can cower behind. It's 4 or 5 feet high, so you can kind of
Oh, nice.
duck down behind it over there, up where you can just see the forest on the map. And as Fernando comes up is where we'll draw the close on tonight's game session. I will post a potential game sometime sooner than I did this time because I totally dropped the ball this time. I apologize for that. So hopefully everybody can make it. Like I said, in between this time and next, you've got the map. Try to decide or get some ideas on how you want to approach these.
I want to
place.
come from the north.
Yeah,
if
that's
everybody
a good
else is
idea.
down
I
with
mean, that's
that.
closer if you can find an easy way to get up there that's not too dangerous.
Yeah.
Basically, off the map, on the right side and the bottom, the trees eventually come back down on that side as well, almost to the shore. These are some they're all nasty looking trees. This is partial salt marsh, so some of them are dead. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, and that's where we'll wrap up. And yeah, but like think of some things. Think of how you want to handle this for next time, and say goodbye, everybody. So thank
Bye,
you very much,
everybody.
everybody. Oh my God.